Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Pop Anime Comics here from PopAnimeComics.com and the Pop Anime Comics Lounge podcast. And yes, I have a box here, kind of a cool story. So, just to give everybody some info here, it's the Otaku Box. Might have seen a lot of their Facebook ads out there. They've been around for a while, but I think they've been really gearing up on Facebook. And the story behind this, because I'm all about full disclosure, is that I just said, hey, I know I don't meet your ambassador program. You need to have a certain amount of followers. They have a social media calculator. Don't, I guess, qualify is a good word to throw out there. But I also know that my audience is very active on Facebook, and I threw them my numbers. And I said, well, you don't qualify, but, I have a podcast. Going to push it out on the podcast. But I figured I would talk about it on YouTube as well. Showing is caring. Or now it is. At least it's coined that way. And so I figured I'd do an unboxing talk about it. And they gave me a code. It's Insta10. I'll put it down in the description below. It'll probably flash at some point during this video. But you get 10% off. If you like to get your own, you like what's in this box. I have no idea what's in this box. But that's kind of what happened. They said, hey, we'll give you a free complimentary box. Review it. Talk about it. Push it on the podcast. And hopefully, and I'm going to try, and I encourage everybody to check it out to make me look somewhat better, that, go and use that code or get a lot of views on this, share this, because if all of a sudden I'm doing better there than their ambassadors, I got a point there and I'm able to prove something. So let's get into it. Let's open it up. So it opens up this way. I don't know if everybody can see it. And it's pretty interesting. So, fun stuff. A lot of cool, interesting stuff about this. So, you do get a figure with it. And so we're going to take a look at it. And it's this thing. So it's an Asuna figure. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. SAO is big. It's ordinal scale. It's interesting. So I don't know the full thing about this. But it looks pretty cool. I mean, figures are nice. And I don't know what type of figure this is exactly. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I've heard good and bad things about these figures, but it looks good, it looks legit, it looks interesting. I mean, I could easily say 20, 30 bucks on the figure alone, so that's kind of cool. And then we get something like this, which I don't know what this is, but interestingly enough, I'm sure that, they put basically everything that you're getting into the bottom of the box. So this will help us actually. So pretty much this month you're getting something with Dark Magician Girl. You're getting something with some Yu-Gi-Oh stuffs in here, some Fairy Tail stuffs in there, and a few other cool stuff. High School of the Dead, Rise of the Shield Hero bag, I think, something like that. So interesting stuff to say the least. But yeah, you get this, so that's kind of cool. This is interesting. Looks like a sticker, but it's not a sticker. It almost looks like a magnet to some degree. No idea. Guess we're not going to find out through the plastic. But yeah, interesting. And I'm also being somewhat cautious because they do have ecchi stuff in there. And I'm always a little bit concerned. So yeah, this is the Rise of the Shield Hero bag. I'm assuming. It looks like a bag. It looks like Philo from My Hero, the thing that turns into a bird, but also it turns into a girl, and it's all fluffy and cute. Yeah, this is that. So that's kind of cool. And then some other stuff. So yeah, button. This is Midnight from My Hero Academia. Definitely not appropriate. I don't know if anybody caught that, but this is definitely not appropriate. It's definitely subjective, and I'm making sure nothing. Yeah, this one's subjective too. So I don't want to show this, but this is as you can see, it's this, but it's Dark Magician Girl, but it's definitely ecchi for lack of a better word. So I definitely don't want to show that. And I can't, but it's very cool in that regard. And then this, I don't think it's an ecchi t-shirt, but the t-shirt and that print that I just showed are the same thing. So I don't want to show the etchiness there, but yeah, it's something that I'll put it this way. You don't want to show your mommy what that was. Everybody knows Dark Magician Girl is kind of sexy, and about to open up the shirt here because it's kind of cool, and that's what that is. So, pretty interesting in my opinion. Oh my god, this shirt is actually uber soft. Yeah, so just imagine this. See how that's somewhat provocative as is right now. Imagine that, right. You see it? Imagine that in an etchy format. So yeah, that's the Dark Magician Girl for you. Interesting though, really soft shirt actually. This thing's actually massively soft. It's like lightweight and it's cold and it's cool. So yeah, but yeah, so just to go through it. So obviously, everything that I sort of missed. I think this is supposed to be the fairy tale sticker. We got the SAO thing, I guess figurine. We got the My Hero button. Rise of the Shield Hero bag is right here. This seems to be the High School of the Dead. I'm not exactly sure what this is. It's the acrylic. That's what I'm thinking. If I'm wrong, correct me, but sort of process of elimination here. So yeah, I mean, unless this is the reverse, but I don't think they are. But yeah, it's interesting. It's pretty cool though. I would love to show you the Midnight sticker, but obviously it's way more etchy than I want to sell at this point because I don't want my channel to be X-rated, and if it did show, I apologize. That was a complete mishap. I did not know I was getting an etchy box out of this. So it's pretty interesting, actually. I mean, this is really an interesting entity, and it's kind of cool. So, I mean, I'm a bit torn on it because, you know, some of this stuff's really cool. Like, I like the shirt. Like, I love shirts. I love T-shirts. You know, I wear T-shirts. I'm a person who really enjoys T-shirts, and so this is $24 or $25, and with Insta10 you get 2 months off. You get 10% off. In case I didn't mention that, so that's kind of cool to that degree. And just the T-shirt. I mean, this T-shirt right here, Young Bucks, was like $20 when I bought it. So to get that and get a cool T-shirt and get something like that, which has the design of Dark Magician Girl on it, I wouldn't choose it, but at the same time, it is a soft shirt. It's pretty cool. And then on top of that, you know, you're getting some other stuff, and you're getting a figurine or a figure. But again, the problem with this is that I'm not a big figure guy, but even just the shirt and the figure alone, if it's legit, and that's the problem. That's what I've heard from Otaku Box, is that some months it's really good, and it looks nice, and they're in really high quality, and then other months they're almost like cheap knockoffs. So obviously, I mean, we could open this one up right now slightly, and see what it looks like. I'm not a big figure guy. I don't fully buy figures. I'm not really into figurine stuff. And yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know how to tell if it's legit or not. And so that's kind of my main issue with this. But if it is legit, and I know I'm not giving the best because it came like this. So I don't know if that's how it's supposed to come. But if it is legit, I mean, this is a pretty good package deal type situation because a shirt and a figure are pretty nice for $24. And even with that 10% off, I mean, it's nice. It takes $250 off per month, and you're getting something for $45 essentially. And I'm not too sure shipping is included. And then just the button is kind of cool, and then that cool art thing because it's almost like a cloth print. But again, with it being etchy, it's kind of, you know, your taste. I personally would rather have had not have it etchy because I'm not going to hang up an etchy piece of artwork in my apartment as much as I like that type of stuff. And I love it. Don't get me wrong. I would love to show it to you. I just don't want my channel to be shut off or turn anybody off. It's really a beautiful cloth, silk type print that's similar to the shirt, but I would go the non-etchy route. But I'm pretty satisfied. I mean, this isn't something that I was seeking out. I just saw an opportunity. It was appearing in my Facebook. I'm like, hey, let me reach out, see what's going on. And I'm pretty impressed and stoked about it. And there's certain things like this I don't really need, or even this, which is an acrylic sticker. Wouldn't go purchase it, but the fact that it's in there is kind of cool. The bag, and I don't know exactly how this thing fully goes out. It doesn't look like it's a big bag, but it doesn't look like it's a small bag either. But it's kind of cool. Big fan of Rise of the Shield Hero, so pretty cool. So I think that just the shirt and the figure is worth it. And you're a figure collector and you wear shirts, which a lot of people do. Apparently, who knew? Apparently, I never thought it would catch on. I thought it was a fad. I kid. But that's the idea, is that if you're just interested in those two things, I think this box is really good if the figure's legit. If it's a cheap knockoff that was casted and made in China and not Japan, or not in the US and wasn't made with the official license, then packaged in something that looked like it was supposed to be, then yeah, it's really not worth it, because the shirt alone isn't worth the $24 or $25 or $30 that you're spending on this. Shirt is cool, shirt figure worth it, and then the other stuff in this are pretty cool too. So that's just how I view it, and everything in that way. And I got the discount code, so check it out. That's Insta10. That's INSTA 10. I will put it in the description down below. You gotta copy paste it. If you're first time users, in the promo code, feel free to use it. Save yourself some money. And again, I'm gonna say it. I got this box because I asked, and obviously I'm gonna push this out on my podcast, and on full disclosure here. So make me look good by watching this video, sharing this video, because if all of a sudden, I'm getting like 1,000 views on this and it comes back reflecting to them, they're like, oh, a lot of people used your code. Oh my God, we tracked it to you. They're obviously going to throw me more business, and the more business I get and the more response it gets, and I can say the same thing on the podcast on Thursday, the better off I'm going to be, and it's going to be better for me, and it's going to keep this thing running, this channel running, and the podcast running, and the website running, which I'm going to go into in 1 second. For those who want to support me elsewhere, Twitter is @PopAnimeComics. Facebook page is Pop Anime Comics. The podcast, if you're curious, I interview wrestlers, cosplayers, voice actors, comic writers, and artists, and anybody else in that pop culture segment. And that is the Pop Anime Comics Lounge. So just type in Pop Anime Comics Lounge. That's POPANIMECOMICS space LONGE. Google it. It'll be right there. Or check it out on the website, which is popanimecomics.com, where I write about anime, comics, and pop culture. And my Instagram, in case you want to check me out there, I put up a lot of comic book stuff and Pop Funko stuff, is Pop Anime Comics. So that's all my stuff right there. Again, promo code here, big takeaway. If you like this stuff and you want to buy one and you're not convinced by the Facebook ads and you're trying to save yourself some money, it's Insta10. It'll be like the first or second thing in the description down below. It'll also have flashed at some point throughout this interview on screen in neon green, might I add. So definitely use that to save yourself some money. And thank you for watching. I totally appreciate it. And I hope that you go and get your own box and talk about it and use my code to save you some money. So next time, everybody, have a wonderful day, week, hour, or whenever else you're checking out my YouTube stuff.